Hey guys, what's up? It's Heidi, and it is towards the end of the month now, so it's time for my May book haul. And once again, I thought I was doing great on not buying books, and then I somehow ended up with like 11, I think. I ended up with 12 books actually, but I thought I was doing really good. One of these books I actually purchased like a year ago or so, and it is just now got here. I'll explain that when it becomes a thing. I did purchase quite a few books. Some of that is because I did a book outlet order. There was a ton of books on there that I wanted, and a lot of them were like, only one left, and I was like, I have to. So a lot of those were from Book Outlet. I think only, yeah, 2 of them are not from Book Outlet, and all of the rest of them are from that order. So I'm just gonna get into this and show you because I have so many great, wonderful books to show you. So we'll start with the book that I purchased. It had to be more than a year. It was like a long time ago, basically. And that is Pride and Prejudice. And this isn't just Pride and Prejudice, this is the special Lizzie Bennet Diaries Hank Green edition that was purchased a while ago. It has a foreword by Hank Green. It's got a bunch of screenshots on the inside of Lizzie Bennet Diaries. If you haven't watched them, I highly recommend them. It's Pride and Prejudice redone in like modern day vlog form, and it's amazing. And William Darcy, oh my goodness, the cast is amazing, and it's just really, really good. It's really awesome, and I've actually never read Pride and Prejudice, but now that I have this, I really want to, because I really love the movie, and I love Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and I love Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and I just really need to read this, so hopefully this will be coming up soon, especially because I said I wanted to read 5 classics this year, and I haven't read a single one. Yeah. Next book I bought, I actually read for Bout of Books, and that's because it came out during Bout of Books, and it was amazing, and I will talk about it more in my wrap-up, and I've also filmed a review that I need to edit for it, but I haven't edited it yet. And anyways, that is Rebel by Amy Chintera. This is a fabulous book. It is the second in the reboot series, and it's a duology, so this is also the final one, and it's so amazing. And if you don't know the premise, I can't talk a lot about what happens in here without spoiling you, but if you don't know the premise of the story, when you die there's a chance that you will reboot and basically like become alive again. And the less time it takes you to reboot, the more human you remain, and the main character of these books wakes up 178 minutes later after she dies, and that is the longest it has ever been for any human before they died, or before they woke up again. So yeah, it's a fabulous story. This is probably one of my favorite books I have read this year so far, if not the favorite, and it was just awesome. So yeah, I'll talk about this more later. And 6 of these books are actually non-fiction books. They're all like collections of essays and stuff like that, because I do read essay collections sometimes, and then I go on essay collection sprees and I read a lot of them. So 6 of these are all non-fiction books, and I've only heard a couple people talk about 1 or 2 of these. So if you've read any of these, if you read essay collections or anything like that, let me know down in the comments if you've read them, what you think of them, what books you like of essay collections, stuff like that. The first one I got, I actually read earlier this month. Oh, I have something on my foot. The first book I got, I actually read earlier in the month, and I liked it so much I wanted to buy it because it was amazing, and I do plan on probably rereading this at some point, and that is Red, Teenage Girls in America Write on What Fires Up Their Lives Today, edited by Amy Goldwasser. This is just a bunch of essays. It's like 58 essays, I think? Yeah, 58 essays, all by teenage girls, and what relates, and they all fit into categories. She didn't ask for categories when the editor sent out requests for these essays, but she got them, and they all seem to relate about similar things, and there's like 8 sections or so, but it's really, really good. I actually flew through this. Sometimes essay books don't go quite as fast, but I actually flew through this, and I really, really loved it. I'll talk about this more in my wrap-up. The next book I got is Superheroes, Capes and Crusades in Comics and Films by Roz Kavaney, and this is essays and analysis of superheroes and the culture they have brought in our culture, and just kind of what superheroes have become and what it means, and just analysis and literary theory and things I get really nerdy about really fast, and this is like combining 2 of my favorite things, which are literary theory and superheroes. I have weird favorites. I don't know, but I'm really excited to read this. It looks really awesome, and the cover's really cool and comic-y, and the back is comic-y, and yeah, I'm excited about this. The next book I got, I have actually seen one other person talk about, and that is Ashley from Climb the Stacks, and she reads some really interesting stuff, and I'll leave a link to her channel down below. Anyways, that is Zombie Spaceship Wasteland by Patton Oswalt, now with even more book by Patton Oswalt. And this is just essays by Patton Oswalt, and it sounds really funny, and the cover is great, and I want to know who drew this, because it's great, but that's that. The next book I got is Pulphead Essays by John Jeremiah Sullivan, and this is a bunch of just essays by John Jeremiah Sullivan, and he just talks about things in American culture and stuff he's experienced and his thoughts on it, because that's what a lot of essay collections are, and I'm very excited to read this also, like I'm excited to read all of the books, and yes, Pulphead Essays. And it's a really cool cover, actually, so I'll just let you look at that for a second. The next book I got is Silk Parachute by John McPhee. This is another really awesome cover, and it's another essay collection, and I believe this is just kind of a collection of John McPhee's essays from the past that he's written, and yeah, I don't know much about this one. It looked really interesting though. I kind of just went through the book outlet section of literary nonfiction and picked out a lot of them that looked really good, so that happened. There's actually only 9 essays in this, and it's pretty short, so whenever I read this it'll go by pretty fast, I think. And yeah, this just looks pretty awesome. Cool covers. Looks like fun. The last nonfiction book I got is kind of a cool summer read nonfiction piece, and that is Central Park, an anthology, and this is a bunch of stories that and essays that revolve around Central Park, and that sounds very cool and summery. I think Central Park is awesome, and lots of cool stuff happens there. And this is an essay about all of the cool things that happen there, and it's awesome. That's it for the nonfiction books. Let's get into the last few fiction books I got. So I actually bought a contemporary book on a whim because it's summer, and occasionally I do read some contemporary books. And that is, I'm just gonna, I don't know why I'm doing this. And that is Between Here and Forever by Elizabeth Scott. This is about a girl whose best friend goes into a coma? Yes, her best friend goes into a coma, and she works to bring her out of it, I guess, and works with this mysterious, gorgeous man named Eli, and that's all I know about this, and there's secrets and stuff that get revealed, and it looks pretty interesting. I'm sure I will fly through it. It's only like, what, 300? Not even that, it's like 250 pages long, and there's a page is bent. Oh well, I do that anyway. Next book I got is a mermaid book, and I haven't read any mermaid books ever, but everybody's been reading them and talking about them, and they look really cool. And the one I got is Lies Beneath by Anne Greenwood Brown, and this is actually, as far as mermaid books go, description-wise, this sounds a lot creepier than most. It's a cold-blooded tale of secrets, revenge, and forbidden love that will leave you terrified to go into the water. That sounds cool. So these mermaids live in Lake Superior up in what, Michigan? By Michigan? That area. And they like drag people down into the water and kill them, I think, or something really scary and weird. And this cover is so pretty, like shiny and just pretty. The last book I got is Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, and I've never read a Laurie Halse Anderson book to my knowledge, and all of the books that I've seen of hers all look really amazing, and this one was on Book Outlet, and I decided I would buy it and check it out because I've been interested in reading her books for a really long time, but I never have. This one is about a girl who is been ostracized by all of her peers in high school because she called the cops for a party, but she hasn't said why, and yeah, so everybody hates her, and now she's all outcasty, and there's a reason though, and I'm excited about it because it looks pretty interesting, and the cover is really cool and mysterious and a little bit shiny, and I'm excited, and it's got a sticker that's not a sticker on it, but it's okay because it's a shiny sticker, and it looks official. I think that's all the books I bought this month. I don't know. Probably. So that is all I have for you today. As always, let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them, if you want to read any of them, anything like that. Also, I did not do a Bout of Books 10.0 wrap-up, but I did do a blog post, so I will leave a link to that down below. And what else? I think that's it. So I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!